Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Alright everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Today we're going to continue our Russian River uh, series here. This is Russian River Supplication. And from what I hear and what I've read, everybody thinks this is the top-notch sour wild ale that you can get your hands on. It's supposed to be, if you're into that style of beer, the sour ales or the wild ales, this is the go-to beer to get your hands on for that style. So I can't get my hands on these unless somebody sends them to me, and Nick stepped up to the plate and sent me a box load of Russian River beers, and this is supposed to be the granddaddy of it all as far as sour ales or anything like that, wild ales. So we'll see. I'm trying to grasp that style of beer, but guys, it is definitely not my style. I'm a hop head. I like a nice, rich, roasty stout or a bourbon barrel stout. These wild ales are just so sour and tart to my palate. And I never have liked, even as a kid, I didn't like tart candy or sour candy. As you can tell with this big old belly, I like the sweeter stuff. Yeah, that's what I grew up on. Yeah, give me something that's sweet. Yeah. But anyway, let's see where this one ends up. I know this is a world-class beer, and I hope it doesn't blow my little palate out of my mouth. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, Nick sent me a box load of Russian River beers, and all of them are pricey beers. They got the cork and cage. So, Nick, I know you spent a ton of money on these beers, and I do appreciate it, brother. I really, really do. So, let's see where this one ends up, guys. This is their Supplication. This was bottled on 07/11 of 2014, so it's almost been in the bottle a whole year. Plus, on top of that, it's been aged for about a year before it even went in the bottle. So this was actually brewed a couple years ago and aged for a year, and then now it's been in this bottle for a year. So I imagine it's got a nice little sediment ring in the bottom of it. So we'll probably try to pour it kind of easily to leave most of that in there as we can. Commercial description on this one, it says brown ale aged in Pinot Noir wine barrels for 1 year with sour cherries, Brettanomyces yeast, and lactobacillus, and pediococcus bacteria. So a lot of things going on with this beer, especially being aged in the wine barrels. So I imagine that is going to lead a lot of venomous, when I say venomous, that's probably not the right word, but more like a wine, off the vine type flavors in this beer. So, food pairings for this style of beer, guys. It is a 7%er, I think. 7.75 is what it has on the label here. I don't have the IBUs. They do not give it, and I don't have it on either site here. Of what the IBUs are. So we'll go straight over the food pairings for this beer. Cheese and pepper, Monterey Pepper Jack Sharp, your more pungent cheeses, Gorgonzola Limburger, and the glassware is a Fruit Tulip oversized wine glass, and we're going to use the Sauvin beer glass, my favorite glass. And here it says can be cellared for long periods on the proper condition. Being a 7.75%er, I don't know if I'd want to sell this more than 5 or 6 years, maybe 10 years max. I usually reserve for those longer ages for 8% and above, but it's not hop forward, and it is Still fermenting in the bottle if you leave it out at say 70 degrees, like in a closet or something. Being in the refrigerator at 40 degrees, those yeasts have basically quit doing their fermentation thing. So, and like I said, if you leave this in the closet for 5 or 6 or 10 years, where that yeast can keep doing this thing, it's when you pour that cage and cork, it's liable to spew like a champagne bottle across the room. So the carbonation is just going to keep going and keep going, as far as I would say. So, but anyway, let's get on with this one. Don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. So let's get the cage and the cork out of this one. And this is supposed to be the ultimate wild sour ale, from what I hear and read. And I would imagine it's probably going to have a nice pop, but I hope it doesn't spew all over the place, guys. That'd be a shame. Here we go. Big pop on this, very big. A lot of smoke coming out of it. And we're going to pour kind of easy here, because I want to leave all that sediment in the bottom of the bottle. I'm getting a lot of fruity notes already just pouring this distance away. Yes, it has a heavy sediment ring in the bottom of it. On that pour, about a finger of head. Over into the light, it is a rich copper color, almost to the ruby color. Very deep amber. A lot of bubbles. It is a lot of bubbles streaming up on these type of beers. It is just going to town crazy. I mean, it is just off the chain carbonation flowing from the bottom of this glass. Very good looking beer. Very nice looking beer. Let's get a nose on it, see what we can pick out. Definitely get the Brettanomyces yeast. It's got that funkiness going on there. Nice and fruity to me. I mean, that's got a real nice fruity smell. I'm getting some apples and pears and some lighter fruit, some cherries. And I am getting a little bit of that great wine barrel smell. It definitely has that wine barrel attributes to the beer. Smells very nice though. It really does. It's got a wonderful bouquet. Well, it's that time. Let's see if it blows my little palate out of my mouth. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Nick. Thank you, brother. I do appreciate it, sir. Definitely sour. Tart cherries. Tart grapes. Get a little woodiness in there. I'm not getting any vanilla or anything. Definitely getting the wine barrel influence though. Definitely tasting the wine barrels, the grapes. And the cherries are there too. It's really not too awful tart to me. I mean, I was expecting it just to pucker me up big time, but it's pretty tasty. Very well made. Not getting any of that 7.7%. Almost 8%. 7.75. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very well made. It's not as tart as I was really expecting it to be. I figured this would be off the chain tart. But it's not bad at all. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, let me take it back. I know what she, and give her a taste of it. I know what she's going to do. She's going to make that face. because this is definitely not her style. But like I said, I am trying to get into this style a little bit more, guys. So so I can appreciate these beers a little bit more. But it's really tasty. Definitely getting the cherries and the grapes in this, and then the yeast, the Brettanomyces is in there. Got that funkiness going on too. But the sourness is not, it's not overbearing to me. So maybe I'm getting there. We'll see. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got this little left in here. And just as I told you when I carried it back, she went, made the face. But this isn't extremely sour off the chain to me, guys. It's very drinkable to me. Not something I would want to seek out and drink every day, but it's a nice change. Very similar to the Belgian ales and the Hefeweizens and stuff that I drink on occasion. It's very nice. It's very. Don't get me wrong. There is some sour tartness there, but it's not off the chain tart or off the chain sour. It's fairly drinkable. I'm getting the cherries and the grapes from the wine barrels. There's a little caramel in there. I'm getting a little bit of woodiness. Definitely getting the Brettanomyces yeast, that little funkiness going on. Very different, but very unique and very tasty. So let's do the final chug on this one. Very nice. This would go very well with a meal. I think this is a awesomely well made beer. It's very tasty, guys. I understand why people try to get their hands on this, and being aged a year in wine barrels, got a pretty good suspicion that this is not a cheap beer or an easy beer to find either. So very tasty. Definitely a top-notch, outstanding beer, guys. Very nice. And they use basically the same type of labels for all their corked and caged, and got the same bottled on area. Just has different names and stuff on them, but everything has the same Russian River in the corner. This one did have the other sticker, the other place in the corner here where it says sour ale, aged in barrel aged 9 to 15 months. So we average that out. It's about 12 months, about a year's worth. So very nice, very nice. I'm definitely glad I got to try this beer. Hopefully with the sour ales that I've been trying and trying to get my grasp my palate around, we're slowly getting there. So as far as the sour ales that I've had, this one has been the best. It has been with the cherries and the grapes from the barrels, with the Brettanomyces, and the sour and tartness is there, but it's just not off the chain, guys. It's very drinkable to me. So it's a 10 for me. I think this is the best one that I have had so far, as far as drinkability and everything being blended well and got a very nice taste to it. I liked it. So Nick, slowly but surely we're converting or expanding my palate where these sour slash wild ales are just not making my palate cringe when I take a drink of them. So 10 for me, guys. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 100 world class. I would agree with that. And over to Rate Beer says 100 overall and 100 in the style. So we've got 100s from everybody here, guys. Great beer, very well done, very nicely done. A lot of nice flavors going on with this. Very drinkable. So if you've had this one from Russian River, their Supplication, let me know what you think. I enjoyed it. It was pretty damn nice, guys. So let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. Come on back. I'll see you then.